a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
The 35-yard line.
Running is Jacobs. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
The ball carrier.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. First down Raiders, Carr to Waller. Now a carry for Jacobs. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. Here's Carr to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Got an open man. It's Ruggs. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. First down Vegas as Carr finds Ruggs that time. To throw his Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested, because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up second and 10. To throw again. Carr. Looking for more, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. First carry now for Nick Chubb, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Throwing, Mayfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Hoping for there as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. To throw, it's Carr. His throw is going to be incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's got this down to the 35. That will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now a play fake here on first down. Full connection here with Nelson Agholor. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Complete to Nelson Agholor. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the Browns' 26-yard line.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
On 2nd and 11 now. Carr. And this is going to be intercepted. Hit by Riley Harrison. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Quick throw out left. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Big hold of the 30. And he's going to get this to the 4-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
And he'll get this all the way down inside the Vegas 20. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards.
First down, Browns.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Quick throw, and Mayfield completes it. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. And between the last 2 plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Yeah, the Browns are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Raiders 3-yard line.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Touchdown. Nick Chubb as the first half is winding down, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. We don't see too many scoreless halves in football, not in today's day and age, and we're not going to see one here. We finally have points on the board.
Yeah, and it didn't come easy, did it? Because neither of these offenses really gotten out of the starting blocks yet. But that is definitely an important score right there. And who knows? The way their defense is played, that touchdown might even hold up until the end.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Las Vegas. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And right away, he'll look to throw. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And again, it's Chubb. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Nick Kwiatkowski able to maneuver in for the sack.
And it's 3rd down.
Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. From the gun, Mayfield. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
One more time with Jacobs. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The ball carrier.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
From the 5, 3rd and goal. They'll run with Jacobs. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Well, they're going to try this. They need 5 full yards to hit the end zone here on 4th and goal, but they're going for it. They go with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Showing some grits and some guts going for it. Their 4th and goal, pounding it in.
And being rewarded for that confidence in the team, huh? The coach saying, let's go ahead and get this. And how about the guys up front firing out, finding a little bit of a crack for them to get through? Touchdown. I love it.
Daniel Carlson, the kickoff for the Raiders.
So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started, and their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Mayfield firing quickly. It's complete.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Mayfield now from the 50. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. A 1st down throw for Mayfield. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The end result, 21 yards.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Touchdown.
Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns have taken the lead.
Cody Parkey lining up.
He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now Carr. The open man here, Renfro. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Room for Jacobs there on first down as he takes this one forward for a pickup of about 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Carr now to throw. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First and 10 at the 33.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, it's Jacobs. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. They run it with Jacobs. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
On second down, Jacobs. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's Jacobs. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
At the Browns' 3-yard line.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the fourth quarter. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
Made at the 25-yard line. The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too picky. He can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Back to throw. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. Well, he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Mayfield's pass. Intercepted. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
Carr down to a knee, and that ought to just about do it.
Today's final score, Raiders.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And it wasn't really always...
Kick it and go. Kick it and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, scope. Scope the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, scope. Scope the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Running it back, never a cap, out of the draft, watching me ball. Soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them out, breaking them off, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need a win, who need a win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, scope, scope the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, scope, scope the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Putting it down for that. Time I was down and out. Had to bring grinding back. Doing the drills and working the wheel where you're grinding at.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. The Browns kicker, Cody Parkey, all set, and off we go from First Energy Stadium. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee. Maybe...
Kick it and go. Kick it and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, scope. Scope the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, scope. Scope the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Running it back, never a cap, out of the draft, watching me ball. Soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them out, breaking them off, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need a win, who need a win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, scope, scope the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, scope, scope the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills.
Set to kick off.
The Browns kicker, Cody Parkey, all set, and off we go from First Energy Stadium. This will make it into the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. He'll have a first down past the 40. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
First down.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he's got some space here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 33 and a first.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running back on that counter play?
That's what you need for a good counter.
You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well, but they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run. Allen now on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Allen now looks to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. After the sack on first down, Allen looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Trying to improvise. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. From the gun, it's Allen. And that is going to be incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. He rifles one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick, and they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
1st and 10.
Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now, a very choppy game. And I know this, it's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL, but I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there on 1st as a screen pass gets him 8. On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2, here's 1st and goal.
Joseph. 1st and goal.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Cole Beasley there to make the grab. And the Bills have taken the early lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Chubb with a carry on 1st down. It's not going to yield much, maybe a yard. It's 2nd down.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Mayfield to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Beckham, incomplete. He was covered by Josh Norman.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 4th down, they snap it to Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, Allen. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be 2nd down.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again. Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 16-yard line.
On on 2nd and 11 now. Allen. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Myles Garrett, his 2nd sack of the night. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
3rd and long.
Operating from the gun. Allen. Oh, the ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at the 34. And he'll throw right away. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
The ball carrier.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. Yeah, the Browns are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Olivier Vernon coming in with some force for the sack that time. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the 1st down sack. Allen, and he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's out right at the 25. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
3rd down.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Here's Allen to throw it. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 6.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the 1st down.
On 1st down, Allen. And got his man complete. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And finding the tight end, Hooper.
Mayfield's pass.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 7.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it.
Mayfield's pass intercepted by the Bills. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A final shot before half for Allen. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score.
By Buffalo.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Tackle made.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Now this throw caught left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs, 34 yards. And the Bills have taken the lead. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Bills 14, Browns 7. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
31-yard line.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. He got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his third. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. So they lost yardage and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He's going deep for Brown.
Don't worry about it,
caught
I ain't worried
inside
about it.
the 10. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Buffalo.
John Brown, 52 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And his kick is right through.
Makes the score Bills 21, Browns 7. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. Oh, a heck of a move. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
On the carry, it's Chubb. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Browns are back within a score. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Makes the score Bills 21, Browns 14.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. Pass incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. On the counter, this is Singletary. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Allen off the play fake. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Kevin Johnson. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defense coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
Check 26, check 26. Whip. Watch the whip.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. it again with Chubb. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
So a little extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal, they're going with Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
For the extra point.
He's got the hat trick. 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours? Did you throw yours out?
I didn't have mine. You've got yours. You've got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for a nose for the end zone. 3rd time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll run here with Singletary. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 38, Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To the air, Allen. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Myles Garrett in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. They'll toss this right side to Singletary. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They run here with Singletary, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
They'll look to run with Singletary, and he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Cole Beasley with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bills have broken the tie.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
And they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Mayfield. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
He's back to throw. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
They'll take over at 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Cardinals come to the line to start their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On play action, Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he takes us beyond the 35.